Let's head back to the voicemail of Truth and Reason.
Hi, guys. Ron from Florida. Love the show. I was thinking this is the time of year we all think we're smarter than Andrew Barry. During the regular season, we all think we're smarter than Kevin Stefanski. So anyhow, I'm going to chime in with my 2 cents worth. I don't think they should extend Jedrick Wills. I don't think he plays as hard as he should. I don't think he's ever been challenged. If he had this as his contract year and had to work harder to make a contract, maybe he would perform better. To double down on this bet, if I was them, I would move up in the draft and maybe trade for a left tackle to push him for competition. I don't think that he's had any solid competition since he's been here. Maybe he's complacent. Just a thought. Tell me what you think. Thanks, guys.
As always, appreciate all of the voicemails. Scott, the question about how to unlock Jedrick Wills has to be one that Bill Callahan and Kevin Stefanski are trying to figure out, because there are plays where he doesn't finish, I guess is the fair thing to say.
Yeah, I think the caller makes some interesting points, without a doubt. That's the biggest, and I like Jedrick Wills a lot. I like talking to him. I think he's a really talented player, and I think even with all his flaws, he's still a top, 15 left tackle in this league, something like that, right? He's not a Pro Bowl guy. He hasn't lived up to the number 10 pick in the draft like he was, but I think a lot of teams would be happy to have him and consider him an upgrade. Now, that doesn't mean he can't be better, and I think the biggest issue with him is the finishing. And I think he got a little better at it last year. I talked to him after 2021, and he'd been dealing with an ankle injury almost all season. And he said that really affected his ability to finish because he didn't want to keep getting hurt, so he would stop blocking. Like, hey, I'm staying out of the mix. And then he was better than last year, but not as good as he needs to be. And when you contrast it with guys, a guy like Wyatt Teller and Joe Bitonio feel like they're always finishing, it does stand out sometimes. So, yeah, that's an area he needs to improve. I think he knows that. I know the coaches know that. I don't think the Browns have given up on him by any stretch. I expect them to pick up that fifth-year option. They have until May 1st to do so, and that would guarantee him the next 2 years. The caller's right. They haven't had anybody push him. He was given the job when he was drafted. He's just been given the job each year. Maybe that swing tackle I talked about, maybe they get a guy that comes in and pushes them a little bit. But I just think Jed's the guy. But in order for this team and this offense to be as good as it can, he needs to take it up a notch. And I think he knows that. I know Bill Callahan knows it. It's just a matter of getting him to be there more consistently. And that has been missing for 3 years.
And left tackle is a spot. It's like 14.5, 14.75 is the option. If you're on the free agent market, that's a high price. I think we had talked. It's middle of the 14.75 is like middle of the road for left tackles, and that's. I agree with you. I think that's where he falls.
And it's tough. You can't just assume they're going to upgrade, right? Like, it's tough to find a left tackle. So I think you want to see if he can get to where they want him to be.
Yeah, and you've put a high price tag on your quarterback. That's the blind side. So you better find somebody that can get the job done.